Today, on Anzac Day 2022, we commemorate 100 years since the Ithaca War Memorial was inaugurated by the then Governor of Queensland, Sir Matthew Nathan. On February the 25th, 1922, only a short walk from the precincts of this church, the Ithaca community gathered to pay their respects to the fallen soldiers from World War I. Since 1922, the Boys Brigade have marched every year to the Anzac Day service held at the memorial as they did today, to pay their respects to those who have fallen from their community. Of the 128 men named on the Ithaca War Memorial, 13 were members of the congregation here at Ithaca Presbyterian Church. Another 3, whose names do not appear on the memorial and are yet recorded on the honour roll in this church, also gave their lives in the Great War between 1914 and 1918. Remarkably, 7 of those men were Scottish-born, with 3, John Hay, one of the youngest, James Nicholl, one of the oldest, and Sidney Mitchell, all hailing from Bonnie Dundee, Scotland. They were a skilled cohort as well, amongst them 7 tradesmen, 2 teachers, 2 clerks, and a draper's assistant. Their average age at the time of giving their lives was 26 and a half, the youngest being Kenneth Munro, a clerk from Glanmire Street, Paddington, who fell at Bullecourt in 1917, aged 20. The eldest, 2 venerable warriors in the persons of George Minto and James Nicholl, both Scottish-born and privates in the 25th Battalion, who fell in the Battle of the Menin Road, Belgium, in September 1917. They were both aged 43. Nicholl had already served 10 years and had had a stint in the Boer War in one of his homeland's proudest regiments, the Black Watch. The 25th Battalion was in fact home to at least 8 of the Ithaca congregation at one stage or another during the First World War. 4 of these men served in the 9th Battalion, the formation that was first ashore at Gallipoli and first into action at Pozières. It was at Pozières and Mouquet Farm during the 1916 Somme offensive that the AIF suffered 23,000 casualties in 8 weeks. These included the 9th Battalion's John Campbell, tram conductor of Arthur Terrace, the 47th Battalion's John Cassidy, carpenter of Rockbourne Terrace, the 25th Battalion's Donald Doole, plumber of Collingwood Street, and the 15th Battalion's Sidney Mitchell, carpenter of Guthrie Street. The ferocity of the fighting at Pozières was such that anyone who was afforded burial would be disturbed time and again by the heaviest artillery bombardment that Australians experienced during the war. As such, these 4 soldiers have no known grave, and their names are recorded at the Villa Bretonneux Memorial. Also denied a grave is Francis Chalmers, another Scottish-born carpenter of Alice Street, Paddington, who was wounded at Pozières with the 9th Battalion but survived, only to disappear in the mud of Passchendaele after falling on the 3rd of November 1917. His name is recorded on the Menin Gate at Ypres. In fact, the 10 men from this congregation who made the supreme sacrifice did so on the Western Front. Unlike Ulysses in Greek mythology, they never regained their home in Ithaca. These are their stories.